Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. This is Sophie. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for dropping by. Please take a seat. I hope you enjoy your message today. If you are returning, thank you from the bottom of my heart for returning. I am so happy for all of the love and support I've seen on the channel from everyone, from every individual comment, from all the likes, the messages I've received in my email. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all so much. I owe you all my gratitude. Thank you for coming back. This is going to be a reading for Taurus for February 2019. I'm going to be doing monthlies instead of mid-monthlies, so this will count for the whole month of February, just because I've been called to do channeled messages as well, which I wasn't able to do last month because I was trying to keep up with mid-monthlies as well, so as well as personal readings. So this month I hope will be a much better change, so I'll be able to partake a lot more in energy check-ins, okay? Because we are going through massive shifts. I'm sure you guys have felt it. Huge monumental shifts. So this is going to be for February 2019. This is a general reading. It could cover love, career, your spiritual journey in particular. So we're going to see what February has in store for you, Taurus. Okay, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, pretty much any place in your chart that you might have. Taurus, sign of Taurus, this is for you. So we're going to start off first. See what your overarching, what is coming for you, what is coming towards you in February, please. The Lovers. So this could be either a love situation, okay, a partnership, a divine union, a soulmate, a twin flame, or if you are dealing in career, school, finance, just in any other situation outside of love. This could be deciding to make a choice based, leading with your heart and your love for it rather than logic alone. You might also be dealing with a Gemini. Ace of Gabriel, that is beautiful. Ace of Wands is what Ace of Gabriel is. Oh my God, and the King of Ariel. So first of all, if you guys are in a romantic relationship with a Gemini or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you guys have a very robust love life together. Because the Ace of Gabriel, the Ace of Wands, typically is a very phallic symbol. With the Lovers, we have not only a loving relationship, but one that also is very sexually compatible. With the King of Ariel, we are also looking at stability, great stability. One or both of you provide a lot of stability in your relationship, Taurus. And this could be financial. This could also just be an abundance of love, an abundance of balance. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, Taurus. If this is, see, I'm trying to think about it in terms of career as well. There is something here about being inspired and motivated, really guided by your love for something that allows you to expand your ideas and utilize your creativity, that provides you as well a lot of abundance. I'm seeing an opportunity here for you, but a decision that you have to make. If you are in a career situation or a school situation, I see you at a crossroads in this feeling like perhaps you need to choose, but you might be able to have it all. With the King of Ariel, there's an abundance. I see that maybe you don't really have to make a choice. You just have to manage your time and resources a little bit better, and you could probably do both. Okay, let me see. Yeah, with the Hierophant, the leap of faith, there's a little bit of the unknown that you're going to be discovering either in this relationship or in a career. The thing with the divine guidance, this is the Hierophant. So if this is a love relationship, you guys will be ascending to a higher level of commitment, absolutely. And it could be for one or both of you. You've never been in a relationship so committed and so stable and long-term before that in a way it's gonna feel almost like you're jumping into the unknown, because even though it's amazing and fantastic, you're a little bit you know how stable it is, and you're inspired with the Ace of Gabriel and with the Leap of Faith, you know, with the Fool card, with the Ace of Wands. I'm seeing this decision to definitely jump into the unknown, knowing that it's going to be stable. Like, you know nothing else, but you know that you're leading with your heart in this situation, and that everything is going to be fine because you have both love and stability. So even though you can't see the journey, you know that the outcome is going to be in your favor. And the same can also be applied toward career as well. If you are in a situation where you're not entirely sure what the journey is going to look like, you do know that it's going to end in stability, and it's going to end with a great amount of love for your new venture. Let's check it out. Let's hash this out, Taurus. I'm so pumped. Everyone's ascending. I'm sure you've been able to feel the shift happening. At one point, my ascension symptoms, they've really compounded on me about a week ago. And I was in bed with like a low-grade fever and everything. And for me, like, I've been sick before, you know. I've been sick before. But this was very strange because I felt sick, but I wasn't sick, right? So Six of Pentacles, again with, not again, we had the Ace of Wands, but we have an Ace of Pentacles here where you're going to be able to start giving. You're going to be able to start receiving what you've been giving. And what you receive is either in a commitment or a new opportunity. This is the seed. This is the seed upon which your Ten of Pentacles will be developed. So this could be the beginning of a marriage, or this could be, maybe you guys are already married, the beginning of your family, right? Maybe you're pregnant. This is the beginning. This is an acceptance letter to a school that you've been waiting to hear back from. This is an offer for a job you've been waiting on. You understand what I'm saying? This is the beginning of a new development in your life that you have been working very hard on, and now it's finally coming to you. You are finally seeing the fruits of your labor. You've been putting in a lot. Now you're going to be getting back everything you've been putting in. So if you realize that what you are getting back is not what you wanted, make sure, look in hindsight, make sure that what you've been investing up to this point warrants the size of the gift that you're receiving. Because sometimes we expect more in return than what we've been putting in, and that's not an equal exchange, okay? You can only get back what you've been putting in. So if you've been putting in a lot, you're about to get back a lot. What you get back is what you've been putting in, Taurus. One more shuffle, I think we're good. Wheel of Fortune, see? Wheel of Fortune. Everything that you've been putting in is coming back. It's divine timing. Wheel of Fortune with the Six of Pentacles again. Feels so good. Feels so good. With the Page of Wands, you've got creativity, energy. The Page of Wands, though, is typically on a path or deciding on a path. So there's a decision. With the Lovers card, this could be a decision, but it could also be that a decision has already been made to move forward in commitment, greater commitment in a relationship. Current situation is Justice, being crossed by the Five of Swords. You're thinking about the Eight of Wands. In your heart, you've got the Three of Cups. In the recent past, you have the Five of Pentacles. Coming in, you have the High Priestess. Beautiful. You see yourself as the world. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. Finality. In your environment, the Ace of Pentacles shows up again. Yes, ma'am. The fear here is the Queen of Pentacles. No problem. And your potential outcome is the Fool. That's exactly what I'm saying. So you've got a repeat here of the Fool. You have the repeat of the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, making a decision. Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, so while I shuffle the clarifying deck, I'm just going to take a look at the spread. So So I'll tell you right now, there's someone in your environment that's trying to sabotage what you're doing. You're in a point now, Taurus, where you're trying to get your life in order. And when I say that, I mean that it feels to me like you've already transitioned into a new part of your life, like a new chapter, and someone in your environment is really not trying to see you through that. Someone is, or maybe there could be some type of manipulative communication going on within yourself or from someone else. King of Swords, you could be dealing with an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you do have Libra here. You do have Libra here, and you have Gemini as well with the Lovers. And you have Aries as well. Everyone is here, but let me see, Temperance. It could be dealing with a Sagittarius as well if it's a fire sign. But with the Page of Wands as the overarching here, in addition to the King of Ariel and the Lovers and the Ace of Gabriel with the Fool, you are looking at making a decision. So let's go ahead and begin clarifying. Your current situation is that you are feeling justice, okay? Justice is karma. Justice is resetting the scales, rebalancing the scales, getting back everything you've been putting out. And so you're at a point now where you are looking at what needs to be cut out. And what's challenging this is the Five of Swords. This could be an inner manipulation, kind of like a self-sabotaging behavior, or it could be someone who doesn't want to see you cutting them out. So let's see what this justice is, please. Three of Wands. So waiting. There's someone here that's waiting on something. With justice, you've got the Ten of Cups. So you are at a point now, Taurus, if you are with a Libra, you already have the Ten of Cups with them, and someone outside of your relationship is not happy to see you guys so happy. It could be an air sign. They're not too happy to see you in this successful, loving relationship. This could be someone who used to date your counterpart, and they are not cool about it. They're a fire sign or an air sign. But if the Libra is you, Taurus, this is you making a decision in the name of complete wish fulfillment. Ten of Cups. This is definitely, to me, feeling a lot more like a love reading. However, I will do my best to bring in where it could be career related. So if you are in the legal profession, or you are in a situation where you're tying up legalities, it has something to do with a family relationship. Okay, with someone that you have a family with, or someone who you desire to have a family with. You are looking at trying to tie up some issues of balance, life-work balance, for example. But there's something here, a manipulative energy that's crossing you. This manipulation is really obscuring the facts. The person here is afraid though, okay? This person here is afraid of something. The person that's crossing you, the person that's making it difficult for you to achieve this Ten of Cups, they're afraid. They're not even trying to overcome what their fears are. What they're trying to do is they're trying to be the anchor that keeps you from moving forward. So whatever this is that you're trying to achieve, this wrap up or this legality or cutting off something in the name of achieving balance, someone realizes that they are going to be affected by your decision, and they are trying to keep you from doing it. And with the Moon, this tells me that they may not be overtly obvious in their manipulation. So this may not necessarily be in conversation. This could just be them behind the scenes trying to sabotage your plans. So be very wary. If there is someone in your environment who you kind of know at the very least didn't have very much to say about this transition in your life, be wary. They might be up to something. They might be up to something. They didn't have to be overtly like, I don't like what you're doing, Taurus, but they could very well be like, oh, that's nice, but then you never hear from them again, right? They may not be totally happy. They could even be jealous, but there's someone here that's looking to sabotage all the hard work you've been putting in, because they're seeing now you are having to make you're going to have to make a decision that is going to have a ripple effect on them, and you're doing it because you see the happiness that it's going to bring you, and they feel like it's going to jeopardize them. I don't know if the kind of connection you guys have is where they are slightly dependent on you, and so by you pulling back from them to give to this 10 of Cups, they are upset now that you are reallocating your resources and not tending to them anymore because you have this great thing in your life that you want to nurture. Just be wary. On your mind, you've got the 8 of Wands. You've got, yes, you've got the Hierophant. You've got this amazing commitment. Again, we had the Hierophant in the original draw. This amazing commitment that's coming in. Beautiful. A lot of open communication, talking about manifesting your love in the real world in the form of a marriage contract or having children, or there's a higher level of commitment that's coming in for you. And if this is career, this is a new job. This is a new career. This is something that you have been waiting for, something you've been trying to manifest. And someone here I see may not be entirely too happy that this is the opportunity that's being afforded to you, Taurus. So just be careful. Make sure that when it comes down to paperwork, all right, when it comes down to the paperwork, don't get so overtly excited that you overlook the one paragraph that requires your initials. Okay, just make sure that you are attending to everything. You're so excited, you might overlook something extremely important. And it looks like it could affect someone that is in your environment, or there is someone who is secretly hoping that you will overlook that detail. So just be careful. There's someone here that is waiting for you to stumble. In your heart, you've got the 3 of Cups with the Ace of Swords. In your heart, you're celebrating. You're celebrating. There's a clarity that's finally come to you. Yeah, oh, yeah, with the 3 of Wands, exactly. This has been an expectation. This is your boats coming in. This is something that you've been waiting for to hear back from. You've been giving it the time that you need in order for all the parties involved to be ready. In your heart, you're celebrating. You're jumping for joy. There's, again, I'm seeing a lot of communication. 8 of Wands, Ace of Swords. I'm seeing a lot of conversations, a lot of communication. There's so much good energy here, Taurus. This is beautiful. Your current life is just, it's unfolding beautifully. It really is. It's beautiful. Absolutely. Just keep in mind there is someone who is watching and they're not really that happy. But that's not your problem. We're gonna delve a little bit more. Okay, but there's someone here that may not be, they're a little jealous and they're gonna try to thwart your plans off, but there's nothing here that they can thwart off. Okay, things are becoming extremely stable for you. In the past, you had the 5 of Pentacles, which is the 9 of Pentacles. So it could have been either, if you are dealing in finances in the recent past, you were feeling you're feeling lack. Okay, you really wanted to be self-sufficient, but you weren't. And you're coming into a place now where you're realizing the reason that you weren't that self-sufficient is because you were putting the focus on the wrong thing. You were worried so much about the money in your bank account that you didn't realize that it really starts within yourself. And if you're pursuing a career that you don't have passion for, it's really going to end itself. You're not going to do a good job. You're not going to, you're going to call out a lot from work. You're never going to explore the potential you have to really grow into your own skin, to grow into your own professional, to be the kind of person you've always aspired to be, the person you trained to be. You realized that there was something really important about a career that you were missing up to this point. But now there's something beautiful developing. Now you realize that to have your 10 of Cups, there's something that you need to cut out. And it could be this sense of lack or this sense of focus only on money. Because we can't, money is not everything. But unfortunately, money is a form of energetic currency that allows for greater stability. There's really no denying that. Until, if it wasn't money, it would be something else. There's an exchange somewhere. It's all energy, right? So money is not everything. It is significant, but it is not everything. And you realized probably as you increased in stability monetarily, you realized that there was really nothing here. The 5 of Pentacles felt like the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, you became self-sufficient, but you weren't really that happy. You still felt isolated and alone and in lack because you were lacking the 10 of Cups. And now you have it, or at least you have a vision of what that means for you, and you're finally dropping the sword. You're reestablishing the balance necessary in your life. This could also be in terms of love as well. In the past, you were very alone. You felt like you were lacking something, and you probably came out of that. You went from leaving a partnership that had you feeling very, very lonely, very desolate, very heartbroken, and like no one could ever help you. And then you worked on your singlehood. You worked on yourself. You put a lot of effort into yourself, Taurus. You finally took care of yourself and got yourself out of this lack mentality and into this abundant, I am enough mentality. This reestablishment of balance has led you to realize something very important about the Ten of Cups. And it's led you into this amazing moment where you are ascending in commitment. And in an effort to reevaluate what I've read so far, I'm seeing as well if this is really just a solo journey for you. If you have Libra in your chart, Taurus, this could really just be you creating a higher level of commitment to yourself. You could be realizing something very valuable about your solitude, your independence, your self-sufficiency. And you're realizing that in order for you to be worthy of the type of life you want, you have to put in the work to yourself. A decision to live a life on your own terms, the decision to live a life that makes you happy and fulfilled and passionate. Okay, and this what's crossing you could be these emotions of fear that somewhere along the way you're going to try to build yourself up and people are only going to try to tear you down. Taurus, those people are everywhere. They're everywhere. That's why it's so important to have a solid foundation of relationships with people who love you back, your friends, your family, even internet strangers. We're here for you. Okay, Taurus, we're here for you too. That's why it's so important to have stability somewhere in your life, so that way you're not afraid of when these people crop up. But coming in, overall, we have the High Priestess. There's a lot more focus being placed and a lot more importance being placed on your intuition. This could be things that were previously unknown are coming to light. This Nine of Swords. So your intuition has been scaring you a little, Taurus. This could also be dreams with the Moon, the High Priestess, the Nine of Swords. I'm seeing that you could be having a lot of dreams that have been scaring you. But overall, your intuition, what your intuition has been speaking to you about, has been pointing in the direction of, could be causing you a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of worry. Perhaps you're not used to this level of commitment. If you are in a loving relationship, you're not used to this. You're used to having secrets being kept from you. And now you're in such a great relationship that you just want to cry because you don't know if you're worthy. You're not sure if you're worthy. Yeah, a lot of indecision. You're in your head a lot about yourself. Your intuition is telling you that what you have is great, and you're almost in awe. You're just not even sure, like, how did you earn this? But it's beautiful because I see you experiencing it. I see you right here. It's right here. I'm seeing you experiencing it. You came out of a place of lack. You worked on yourself, and you're coming into this place where what you have is so amazing. You're working towards a higher level of commitment, but there's something about anxiety or something about worry that's keeping you not stagnant, but something that's kind of worrying you and working your nerves a little bit. If this is work related, career related, that can be applied to that as well. You've been really following your intuition, and in a way, like, I'm getting this feeling like, I can't believe this is mine. It's coming at you so fast, Taurus. I can't believe this is mine. All I've ever known up to this point was lack, or people betraying me, or people being dishonest with me. All I've ever known, you know, were the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords. And that's why this is what's crossing you. Your fear here is that it's not going to stop. Your fear here is that this is what's waiting for you. Your fear here is that you're going to invest and everything is going to go right back to where it is. But look at what we've got in here, okay? The World, the Ace of Pentacles, the Fool, the Lovers, the Hierophant, the Fool again, the Ace of Gabriel, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Hierophant again, the Ten of Cups. You know, if this is not a person with the King of Swords, this is kind of to me like the Eight of Wands. It's coming in fast. This is awesome. Very beautiful. Okay, so there's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with feeling the past. The ghost of the past is a bitch. It really is. Okay, but that's normal. That's fine. You push through it because everything that you have right here, right now in the physical that's coming towards you, that you can see in your mind's eye, in your heart, you feel it. It's all real. And even though it's unlike the reality you're used to, it's yours. This is your reality. You've worked for it. It's coming to you. It's a gift from the universe because of all the love and effort and time and energy you've been putting out. You're receiving it in February. Beautiful. Yes, ma'am. That's beautiful. With the world is how you see yourself. You're coming to an end with the Seven of Swords. You see yourself coming out of that futility. You know, with the Seven of Swords, someone is cheating or someone is cutting corners. They're trying to pull a fast one over you. You're coming to an end of a cycle here where, you know, there's a sense of helplessness that comes with the Seven of Swords, that someone is doing something bad behind your back even though you wish they didn't. But they're doing it anyway, and there's nothing you can do to stop them, right? If someone's the Seven of Swords, you wish you could just like slap them in the face, choke them, whatever. You know, you wish you could just be like, stop cheating on me, stop betraying me, stop being this type of person that always wants what they want without considering the feelings of other people first. Stop it. You wish you could say that, but the Seven of Swords, the very nature of it is that you don't know about it until too much damage has already been done. There's that hopelessness. You're coming to the end of that. You're done with the Seven of Swords. The Three of Swords, if you're in a relationship now, you're coming to a point now where you're realizing that the Seven of Swords, the Three of Swords is not always in store for you. At least with this person, you can definitely be sure that they're not cheating. You guys have very open communication. You guys are very clear with each other about the type of communication that you want with each other. With the world, you guys are ascending. Again, this is enlightenment. This is ascension. This is upgrading big time. The relationship you guys have together is unlike any relationship you've had previously. In the past, you had the Seven of Swords, people cheating and being dishonest. You had the Three of Swords, betrayal of the utmost, heartbreak, so much deep disappointment. That's coming to an end. You see yourself as finally coming out of that. You're working out of it at least. And I'm seeing speediness. I'm seeing speediness. There's something about the person that you're with that makes this experience very reassuring, and your trust is being rebuilt because the nature of your relationship is unlike the ones you had. This Seven of Swords, Three of Swords, Seven of Swords. Someone in your environment is not happy to see you so happy. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because you guys are moving on up, you and this person. And this could also be in work as well. You're seeing yourself coming out of this cycle of disappointment. People, your coworkers, constantly downplaying your work or putting their name on your work. It left you feeling like you put out all of this creativity, all these projects that you were never recognized for. You're coming to an end because where you are, the job that you have, the career path that you have, that you're going into now, is not leaving you feeling like you're lacking so much. You're able to finally get credit for the work you put out. If anything, you're being put on a pedestal. They're finally appreciating you and valuing you for what you bring to the table. In your environment, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. You see with the Six of Pentacles again, this is the same pairing that we got at the very beginning of the video. At the beginning of this message was the Six of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. You are finally seeing a return on your investment of time, of energy, of love. In your environment, this is a cycle. You've been working for this. You've been so great, and you've been leading with your heart so open. You've had hope. You've had your moments of indecision, these moments of doubt, right? That's normal. But in your environment, you're finally getting a return on it with the Sun. Oh my God. Taurus, I want to give you such a big hug right now. You're coming into this place, baby, where you're finally seeing the silver lining. You're finally seeing that happiness is achievable. You're finally seeing that everything you could ever want is coming to you. Taurus, if this is a relationship, if this is work, anything. I know I keep saying that. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more seamless. Because the truth is, at this point, this is really just general. This could be applied to anything. Anything that you're going to. It's an ascension. It's an ascension. It's so beautiful. You're getting everything back. There's a gift coming for you in February, Taurus. This relationship, this commitment, higher commitment to yourself spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, in your career. You're getting everything back you want, everything you deserve. The sun is healing. It's a new day. It's vitality. It's happiness. God, it's beautiful. With the world. And your fear here is the Queen of Pentacles. Your fear in some ways is really yourself. Maybe you're afraid you're going to lose touch with yourself. Or maybe you're going to go inside and feel like this is too good to be true. And in a way, you might sabotage things for yourself. You might be afraid of self-sabotage. Your past with the Six of Cups, if you were dealing with a Virgo in the past, it could be that you're afraid that if they're the ones watching here again, and you have, I forgot to mention, this could also be Pisces. This could also be Pisces in here with the moon, if you were with a Pisces or with a Virgo, just an earth sign in general. You could be afraid that someone who's watching you achieve all this greatness, this stability in your life, that they might try to come in. This could also be a water sign as well, but I don't feel so much the water sign if it's not a Pisces. I'm not really feeling that. But I'm seeing here either an earth sign, a water sign, Pisces, Virgo. I'm seeing that you might be afraid that someone here might be trying to sabotage what you have. This could also be in career, school, in your relationship, someone that you have, maybe your ex. You're afraid that they're watching your whole life go up. They're watching this ascension and they might try to do something. Maybe you had a kind of like an iffy past that you've kept hidden from your current partner, and you're afraid that the person that could be that's watching, your ex or someone else, could try to sabotage what you have by using those secrets against you. It doesn't matter, Taurus. You can't let this low energy person, this low vibration person, these low vibrational people are going to come at you all the time. It's kind of like a snowball. They're going to throw the snowball at you. You get the broken snowball, you put it back together, and you throw that bitch right back at them. Okay? You don't allow what someone is throwing at you become what breaks you down. You use that same raw materials to create something even better from it. So if you have been keeping secrets from your counterpart, and maybe you are afraid of bringing that up to them, you might want to start considering when would be a good time to bring it up to them. Because a secret might be revealed, possibly. We have the Sun here with the High Priestess. They're not in conjunction together, but the High Priestess does signify secrets. With the Two of Swords and the Nine of Swords, this could be a secret that has been really weighing heavily on your heart. You've been wanting to talk to them about it, but you're not sure how. You've been losing a lot of sleep over it. And in your environment, this Ace of Pentacles could actually be a revelation of some sort. Someone else in your environment could be offering, if the Ace of Pentacles is a truth, they could be offering this truth to someone that you're dealing with, if they're a Leo, for example. So if there are some secrets here, it might be worth it to start thinking about what is the best way, and at what time would be most appropriate for you guys to have a sit-down conversation pertaining to those secrets. But overall, you guys are ascending to a greater level of commitment. You guys are definitely, you guys want the same things. Your heart is singing and celebrating, and there's been a lot you've been achieving up to this point. If this is you by yourself as a single person, this is you overcoming fears. And what you're afraid of is that your past is going to come up to bite you in the ass. But I say that as long as you keep on thinking that way, it probably will. What you need to do, at least what I suggest that you do, is if and when the past does come back up, you acknowledge it for what it is and be like, look, I understand that was in the past. You can choose to relive the past, but if the past doesn't become the current unless you're just continuously dwelling on it and moving forward in the same way you did in the past. Otherwise, the past is just in the past. You can't change it, but it's also over. It doesn't exist anymore. You don't have to be living in the past and keep living in the past if you don't want to. Your life here is extremely different now, Taurus. What you're experiencing now is unlike what you were experiencing before. There's no reason, if it comes back up and it wants to be known again, acknowledge it and be like, I acknowledge you. I know you happened. I know I did this, but that was in the past. You don't get to come back. You lay right there. You stay laid to rest. Okay, you're not gonna go anywhere. I get that, but you also are not gonna sit up here in the front seat with me while I move toward the sun. No, you stay in the trunk, tied up. You stay there. I'm done. We're done. This is it. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do without my permission to come with me into the future. You're in the past. That's where you stay. You're stable. You've gone and you've done the work. You might have some demons from the past coming up to try to sabotage your new life. Don't allow that. Try to change your focus to what it is that you do have. Keep your eyes on where you are going right now. Whether this is career or love, doesn't matter. Keep your eyes focused on where you see yourself headed. Because while you have these other guys kind of nipping at your heels, they're going to get tired, and you're going to see one day the past is going to realize they have no power. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing this person or this circumstance or this situation or this business or any group or anything, there's nothing they can do. They're in the past. They want life to be breathed back into them. We do that by fearing it. We do that by dreaming about them. We do that by reaffirming their presence. The past gets to live indefinitely as long as we continue to breathe life into them, give them focus, give them our energy and time. But once you stop feeding them those resources, they stay in the past where they belong. Taurus, you have the Fool coming in with the Chariot. Yes, Taurus. Baby, you've got the Chariot, the Four of Cups, that's all right, with the King of Pentacles. So you're moving forward. And to me, this looks like you've had possibly with the Three of Cups, right? In your heart, you're feeling the Three of Cups. And there's something you're celebrating. But what's happening now with the Fool and the Chariot and the King of Pentacles is on your onward movement towards this stability, towards this balance, towards receiving. You are finally coming out of this place of either boredom or stagnance or seeing opportunities fly by you. You're not partaking in any of that stagnant energy anymore. You're moving forward. You're taking the leap of faith. You're realizing anywhere is better than where I've been. And this looks sweet. It tastes sweet. You hear that person's voice and it makes your heart sing. You wake up next to them. You plan your future. If you're at work, if this is a work opportunity, you know, you're excited to get up for work. You look forward to the projects that you've been assigned. Maybe you're a boss now. You know, you have your own business. Whatever it is, there's something. The Four of Cups to me looks like it's moving into the past. You're leaving it behind. You've got the Chariot. You're moving forward, which is a life, you know, with the major arcana, we have huge life lessons, huge life occurrences, life-changing. You're moving forward. We have evidence here of balance with justice. We have balance. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have balance. There's an overarching theme here of things finally being placed into balance, which is the only way the Chariot moves, is with balance. So once you are able to protect this Ten of Cups, whatever this means to you, the legality, this thing that you're doing with the Libra, or you know, any kind of loose tie, any type of anything that you need to cut off. Once you do that, it's onwards. Off to the races, Taurus, you know, off to the races with the Chariot, with the King of Pentacles. What else can I say? It's stability. It's stability. Didn't we have that here? Yeah. We had that here too. Stability. You are moving into the unknown, but the unknown is not the unknown. You know exactly what you're getting. You know exactly what you're getting, Taurus. This is beautiful. You're moving on. You're moving towards a better commitment, a more truthful, honest commitment. I would just say, if this fear, with the challenge here, you have one of two possibilities here. This could either be you being afraid that you're going to continue getting more of what you've gotten, especially if in the past you felt very betrayed by a previous partner. And if your fear is that something about your past is going to prevent you from enjoying what you currently have, which is moving forward, or if you just got out of a relationship with someone and that particular person you know happens to be a very codependent person, that maybe they put you through the Seven of Swords and Three of Swords, but they were also very, very reluctant to let you go. It took a lot for you to leave the relationship, and so you're afraid, possibly with the Moon. Maybe if you guys are still friends, or if they still have access to your social media, or, you know, something like that. If you feel like there are things you've done in the past that could be used against you now in your current relationship, this person who knows you very well, who isn't happy about seeing where you are now, where you're going, they might try to manipulate the success of your situation so that you fail, so that all of this gets put on hold. I recommend, Taurus, for you to overcome this potential obstacle or challenge, to make peace with your past and realize that if it were to somehow come back up in whatever facet, you know how it's going to be addressed. And you know the reality of it. The reality is that you did do it, or that that is your past, but it is no longer part of your present. You're moving away from it. There's nothing, you are no longer in the situation this person or this thing in the past was for you. If this is a secret you've been holding from the person that you're with, I would consider now thinking of the best time and circumstance to start easing your way into the conversation of revealing that secret that you feel like they should know. Especially only if it's one that you feel like, if it did come to light, would sabotage something or would make them feel insecure. And if the topic itself has been coming up coincidentally and you haven't really been too honest about it, I would just start considering how that conversation would look like. So that way no one else robs you of the experience of bringing that conversation up yourself. You know, because it can be very difficult if you have a secret, someone else knows it too, and they force it on the person that deserves to know that you haven't shared with them. I hope you're following my train of thought. You want to be in control of those circumstances if the information that's being given is yours. So just consider that. But this is very beautiful. This is very, very beautiful, Taurus. I don't see anything wrong with this. You're ascending. There are some things standing in your way, but I don't see them standing in your way for very long. What you have going on right now feels very permanent. I think whatever could be challenging you is either within yourself, your perception of the past, or someone that could be trying to sabotage things. But I can see that just causing a little bit of turbulence. I don't see that throwing everything off at all. At all. So this is all well deserved. You've been working very hard, and this is beautiful. This is beautiful, Taurus. And I know, I keep on referring to you as like in the third person or second person, I'm sorry, with the Hierophant. I keep on saying you have Taurus here, Taurus there, just because it could either be you, or it could be a Taurus that you're dealing with. So, but I see you wanting to, you are thinking about communicating. But above all, to me, the Hierophant really just, it means to me stability. I'm seeing a lot of stability coming in. A lot of stability. I'm just taking another look at this just to see if something else can be, because after bringing forth some, with clarity and things along those lines, I just want to make sure. Feelings in the past, communication coming in. I do see here a possibility of having kept some secrets for sure. But to be honest, I really feel like that is secondary. I feel like that's secondary, Taurus. So if you in particular, Taurus, feel like you have been the type of person to be the inflictor of the Seven of Swords and Three of Swords, I see you coming out of it. That's all. Just a last minute recap. If for whatever reason you are not the person that has been on the receiving end of deception, and you have been on the receiving end of, and you've been the giver of deception and heartbreak, I see you cutting that out because you realize the Ten of Cups cannot be gained by being that way. And that's it. That's all I really see. You might have had a past where you were the cheater, not the cheaty. And so you're in something really beautiful now that you see is unraveling, and maybe you're afraid that that person is going to catch wind of that being your nature in the past. It's not you anymore. Again, this is a very positive reading to me. There might be some skeletons in the closet, but I'm not seeing it being a huge impediment to what you're bringing in, as long as you remain honest and you show that, yeah, who you are now and what you have now is not you of the past. That's it. Because if this was you, you're a changed person. That cycle is over. That's complete. That's it. I'm seeing beautiful stability, and you're moving on and you're more in your power, Taurus. You're moving on to greater stability and greater happiness, more fulfillment for sure. You worked hard and it's coming in for you February. Yep. All right, my love. This is so wonderful. This is beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me, Taurus. I am so happy to be able to bring this message to you, to deliver such a beautiful message. Yes, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to know where you are. You don't have to, okay? You don't have to do anything. But if you feel so compelled, I would love to I would love to read where you are right now in your journey. I want to bear witness to your transformation, okay? Because you are ascending. This is beautiful. Your life now is not going to be what it was. February is bringing to you many, many gifts, and you've worked very hard, and it's deserved, and it's beautiful. Stay true to yourself. Do not be afraid. And if you find that you are being led by fear, go within, address what those fears are, and remind yourself that what is in the past stays in the past, because you have decided to move forward from it. And it is a process, but it's worth it. Slowly chip away at it every day if you have to. Journal about how those things are in the past and you are no longer that person, or that was in the past and what you have coming in is so unlike the past that there's no reason to focus on it anymore. The past comes back when we breathe life into it in the form of attention and time and energy. Deprive it of those things and it stays where it belongs, in the grave. Okay? All right, you Taurus, I'm gonna leave you with that, my love. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you being here so much. I love you from the bottom of my heart. If you have not already, please like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. My email is also in the box below, I believe. If not, I'm gonna try to start incorporating it there, but you can visit the website too. It is on there in the contact me area. I love you. I love you. I love you. Continue forward, Taurus. This is beautiful. I'll see you later, okay? Mwah! I love you. Bye.